Well, you're right. I couldn't. Charlotte shut her eyes, and she could see how bad she felt. Words really could hurt far worse than a beating. I'm sorry, Rain. I didn't mean it like that. Charlotte gestured to her, then looked over as she heard the door. Marcus stepped inside and closed it behind him. He watched them as he shrugged out of his coat and tossed it over the rail. The kids already in bed? He flicked his gaze up the stairs, and then over to them, then stepped into the room. Rain could see the tension between Marcus and Charlotte. Something else was going on. No one going to answer me? Marcus said. Eva is getting ready for bed now, Rain said. Charlotte turned and walked around Marcus to the stairs, her back to them. Then she stopped at the foot of them and looked back. Cameron is still awake if you want to say goodnight to him, Marcus. I'm going to bed. Then she started up the steps, and Marcus just watched her. He turned back to Rain, and she could see the tension. Husband and wife weren't talking. Another secret? What the hell was going on? Marcus gestured to Charlotte, who was already up the stairs. What was that about? I have the distinct impression I walked in on something. Rain gripped her long-sleeved cream-colored shirt, her arms pulled tight. She had to remind herself that she couldn't walk out the door with Eva. She had no money and no place to go. It seems Charlotte is angry with me, and I'm getting the distinct feeling she wishes I weren't here. She certainly doesn't want any relationship between my daughter and me, or for me to have any say at all. But I'll tell you what I told Charlotte. Eva is my daughter, and I will not be a guest in her life, Marcus O'Connell. As Charlotte pointed out to me, I know my place, but I will not ask her for permission before talking to Eva, and I won't have Eva be made to feel as if she has to choose. Marcus didn't say anything. She swore those O'Connell blue eyes could see every secret she had. Then he looked away, crossing his arms, and glanced to the stairs. Well, I wish she hadn't said that. She nodded. Maybe you can answer one thing for me, Marcus. He gestured toward her and shook his head. Sure. Why are you having my daughter keep secrets? She said. She could see his confusion. Rain, I'm tired. It's been a long day, so I think you need to get to it, because I have no idea what you're talking about. So he wanted to play that game. She nodded. Who is Jake, really? Marcus stilled and ran his hand over his head. Jake is my mom's boyfriend. You know that. They live here and in California, where they spend a few months a year. Yes, that was what they had told her. So why did my daughter tell me that you told her not to talk about Jake? There's a secret there, Marcus, and my daughter is not going to keep a secret from me. So either you tell me or Eva will. He shook his head. Not tonight, Rain, was all he said, then turned away from her and started to the stairs. He took a step up them before looking back to her. Good news on your case. Karen found something. He kept going up the stairs, but all Rain could feel was that she was the enemy, living under a roof with people she should be grateful to. Yet keeping a secret was dishonest, and it was no different than lying to her. And lying was the one thing, after everything she'd been through, that she could not and would not allow. Secrets came with a price, and if Marcus and Charlotte asked her daughter to keep one from her, it would cost them.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.